Brawl Stars currently has 65 brawlers in the game, and seem to have a track record of releasing a new brawler or two every other month. However, as the overall quantity has increased drastically over the years, many players in the community have raised the question of whether or not there should be a limit, a point at which Brawl Stars stops releasing new brawlers. In this video, we will be discussing whether or not it should be considered, and reasons why. Let's begin.
With how many possibilities for new brawlers there are, new abilities and traits are a given. The only limit is the creativity and effort put in. There are tons of ways to switch up the brawler mechanics, whether that be a new way to transform like Meg or another interesting thrower pattern like Grom. Endless possibilities.
Without the release of a new brawler or two every update, the game may feel stale, and the updates may feel like they are lacking content. If we look back at past updates, there was only one that didn't contain a new brawler, and that was the Club League update. So if Brawl Stars were to stop adding new brawlers temporarily, they would have to drastically rework the Brawl Pass and have extensive content in their updates to keep players feeling satisfied and the game feeling fresh.
Also, new brawlers change up the metagame. Having new archetypes and strategies made the game fun for a large majority of players. People love dominating with team comps, whether that be with Poco Double Tank or Jackie Bo Gray. Ugh.
Wow, that sucks!
The recent implementation of Star Road, the credit currencies, and the removal of boxes created a great method for non-max players to progress. However, those individuals who already have all the brawlers unlocked feel like they are missing out. Constantly saving up credits for a new brawler is demotivating since it can be months without a new one. The game would also feel extremely stale and non-rewarding as the rewards aren't worth the grind for max level players. Releasing new brawlers does not only add content to the gameplay aspects of the game, but also the cosmetic aspects of the game. The more brawlers that are released allows for more pins, skins, sprays, and icons to be released, which seemingly adds further content to the game. The more brawlers that are released, the more brawlers there are to push back in trophy seasons, and we know how painful that can be. It is already challenging to push back 65 brawlers, so imagine having to push back over 100 brawlers every 2 months. Since the release of chromatic brawlers are currently capped to about 1 every 2 months, its collection is constantly expanding, whereas the other rarities are lucky to see 1 to 2 added every year. If this pattern keeps up, the amount of chromatic brawlers will be significantly larger than any other rarity, and this in a way is already the case, but on a smaller scale. Currently, there are 8 rare brawlers, 10 super rare brawlers, 13 epic brawlers, 9 mythic brawlers not including Willow, 7 legendary brawlers, and 17 chromatic brawlers, and if no changes are made, it seems that we may be fulfilling that theory soon.
Getting 2 new brawlers almost every update is super thrilling for us more long-term players since we've only been used to the same old dudes for years.
Wowza!
But looking at it from a new player's perspective, it is so overwhelming. There's so much just thrown at you from the get-go. Personally, I never like seeing everything I can get in a game when I start since, well, I know I'll never be able to get everything. I play, I get tired, and then I just quit. And that is just not what we want to see in Brawl Stars. Or even if you've been playing for a bit longer than that, some brawlers are forgotten or just straight up useless, like Nani or Edgar. The more brawlers you add, the higher chance that weaker brawlers get lost or are forgotten.
With Supercell's high rate of releasing new brawlers, it's inevitable that we would see some similar brawlers, especially when it comes to their mechanics. Some could say that Byron, Piper, and Mandy share some similar mechanics and builds: low health, high damage, slow reload, long range, etc. So as more and more brawlers are released, we may see more brawlers overlap in their mechanics. Releasing a new brawler every quarter and extending seasons to be double the length, therefore have half the amount per year, it would allow the dev team to focus on larger game-changing updates rather than just smaller seasonal implementations. I also feel that this would be better for the overall condition of the game. But how do you feel about this topic? Do you think they should continue to release new brawlers or slow down for a while and let the metagame settle?